Hi, this is Dima from Tibco Jaspersoft. In this video I will demonstrate how to perform silent installation of Jasper ETL on Linux using Vagrant. We will download Jasper ETL all-in-one installer and ETL license from a delivery website. Then implement a script to provision CentOS installation and deployment of Jasper ETL software bundle. After watching this video, you will be able to use Vagrant to deploy virtual machine and silently install Jasper ETL, also known as Talent Data Integration. In order to do that, you have to have a paid subscription to Jasper ETL products and access to a delivery Tibco website. You also need to have Vagrant installed on your workstation. So what is Vagrant and why did I choose it for this scenario? Vagrant is a tool for building and managing virtual machine environments in a single workflow. With an easy-to-use workflow and focus on automation, Vagrant lowers development environment setup time, increases production parity, and makes the works in my machine excuse a relic of the past. Vagrant provides easy-to-configure, reproducible, and portable work environments built on top of industry-standard technology, controlled by a single consistent workflow to help maximize the productivity and flexibility of you and your team. To achieve its magic, Vagrant stands on the shoulders of giants. Machines are provisioned on top of VirtualBox, VMware, AWS, or any other provider. I'm using VirtualBox here. Another thing I wanted to add that it is certainly possible to have a silent installation of Jasper ETL with Docker. This discussion is outside of the scope of this video. Here I'm using Vagrant because I want to have a quick, easy-to-use dev environment that could be shared among your team members. So if you're a developer or integrator who want to get familiar with Jasper ETL without spending too much time on its installation, Vagrant and Silent Installer is a perfect solution for you. Now let's open a delivered Tibco website and download our all-in-one installer. Just type in Jasper ETL. Click on download. It will ask us to log in. Once you're logged in, you can select ISO, agree to the license terms, select the individual file download radio button, then expand this Tibco Jasper ETL software. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click on Tibco Jasper ETL, installer. Okay, so once you downloaded the installer, it's time to get the license. You can do that by going to My Account and select License Keys. Okay, so now it's time to do some provisioning using Vagrant. So I've created a directory called CentOS 7_bento. Here I have my ETL license file as well as all-in-one installer. We will need an unattended options file to perform the silent installation, as well as edit Vagrantfile. So let's have a look at our Vagrantfile first. So in my Vagrantfile, I'm calling two scripts for provisioning, and I'm also doing a port forwarding. So in the first script, which is executed as root, I do things like install telnet, unzip and vim, as well as GVM. And my second script is doing the installation of Jasper ETL bundle using the options file. My options file for Jasper ETL silent installation looks like this. I'm using the unattended mode. I do install tag, command line, and job server. I do select a custom directory. Here I select my license file. For a full list of properties available in the options file, please refer to Talent documentation. I'll put the link in the description below. Okay, so now it's time to deploy our virtual machines. Just run Vagrant up and wait until the installation is finished. Guest machine has been created and configured according to our Vagrant file. Now let's do SSH and see what are the results of our silent installation. Vagrant SSH. Vagrant SSH. Okay, so create a folder called ETL, a home folder. Now we can see that we only installed command line, TAC, and job server. Now let's start our Talent Administrator Center and try to log in from the browser. We'll do check Apache Tomcat bin startup. Okay, so the Tomcat has been started, and now we can access our Jasper ETL administration center from localhost using the forwarded port with accordance to our Vagrantfile. It's the line responsible for port forwarding from guest VM to our localhost. Okay, so during this video we learned how to download and install Jasper ETL, also known as Talent Data Integration Suite, on Linux using silent installation. Using such approach could save a lot of time for ETL installation and provisioning for both development and potentially QA and production instances. Thanks for watching.